Well, today I want to talk about respect. It seems we have a lack of respect for ourselves, for others. We go through varying degrees of it. Sometimes we find ourselves in better spaces than others, but I would say generally, a lack of respect could be where a lot of our problems stem from. Having respectful conversations, it goes beyond which we should have respectful conversations with those we disagree with. But it's more so we need to first respect ourselves, and then once we do that, we'll realize that we deserve respect, as most of us would admit. As human beings, we deserve to be, supported, respected, never rejected, that sort of thing. And once we realize that we deserve that, we have to realize that others deserve that. Now, there may be times that we won't agree, and there may be some things we'll never agree on. But when it comes down to it, when all the BS falls away and all of the masks we try to wear in life and costumes fall away, 90% of things I would say we agree on. 90%. And most of us would attest to that. However, while we understand that, we get caught up on this other 10%. I'm sorry, I lose my words sometimes because it just gets me upset. This 10% of stuff that keeps us from coming together. We use that as an excuse to say, hey, we can't agree on this, even though there's this whole big other area where we agree, but we can't get to that because these 10% of things catch us up. The idea of mutual respect is when we can start conversations and start interactions from that 90% that we know we agree on. Then once we're used to talking to each other like respectful human beings and respect each other's words and beliefs and things that may differ from ours sometimes greatly, we'll see that we might have a fighting chance. I mean, don't we want that? Do we want to continue to degrade? And we're told by multiple sources that this person is the reason for our ills. Like I said in one of my last videos, we misplace blame a lot. And that comes from a place of lack of self-respect. We're projecting our insecurities onto others. When taking personal responsibility, which is hard for all of us, we're human. We go through a lot of stuff in life, and we can only handle so much before we get overwhelmed. But we must take everything slowly and be kind to ourselves. Therein lies the respect. Respecting ourselves and what we believe in, and seeing humanity in others. Part of seeing respect, being respectful. I can see a world where all of this will get better. Maybe it's the optimist in me that sees a world where we can respect each other and love each other and not feel like we have to destroy one, clean the slate, so to speak, and then just so we'll be able to build the world in our own image. We don't have to destroy to create. We can be respectful now. We can be respectful. We can be kind. We can be empathetic. It's not a dirty word. Having empathy is not a dirty word. When did that ever become wrong? It's hard. A lot of darkness right now. It can be hard to see a world where we can respect each other. Our religion, we might have been told that our religion discounts respecting other ways of life, so to speak. That because we're so different, or somebody else acts so different, that we couldn't possibly unite because they're so different. If we want to be respected as people, we must respect others. It's the root of a lot. It's the root of a lot. Think about that as I draw to a close. Think about how being respectful, if we could just be respectful of others, how many problems could be solved? Granted, there's a lot of wounds that need to be healed, and a lot of bad histories that need to be accounted for, which we can't do until everything's laid out on the table. And for that to happen, we must have respect. If we ever truly hope to collectively move forward, we must have mutual respect. It's the root of everything. Well, if you like what you heard, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Please pass on as much positivity as you can to those around you. They're counting on you. Take care of yourselves. Respect yourselves. The world needs more kindness, more respect. It all starts with ourselves. May we project the best part of ourselves instead of the weakest links within our soul. There's always room for improvement, and we can do it. Respect yourself. You are worth it. You are deserving. And the world needs your best aspects. May you show that. The world's begging for it. The collective energy is there. We can do it. Let's go out and show the universe what we can do, what we can accomplish when we respect each other.